Well, welcome back to a day in my life of trying to accomplish something and just end up wasting my time. What I'm trying to do today here is basically try to get some brakes on this tractor, my white 270, and I already tore this side apart. This one has somewhat of brakes, I just can't adjust it anymore. But you can see there, as soon as I pulled the cover off, I got oil leaking. There's a seal out in that housing, and it really ain't much sense of doing more to that. I mean, I got new brake pads, bought set for both sides, new ones here. But if them oils are leaking, there's no sense putting them in, because it'll just get soaked up with oil again. I mean, like I say, I've been able to adjust this one up, and this one will hold. It'll slow the tractor down. It's not the best, but what I do with this tractor, it's fine. But like I say, there's no sense until I get a seal to put in there. This side over here, I haven't had any brakes on this side for I don't know how long. It's been a while. So I tore this one apart, and the front disc, one on the outside here, I mean, it doesn't look bad. That one's usable, dry and everything. But the one on the back side is all oil too. So that seal's bad too, but it's doable. But like I said, I got some rust built up in there. So that's what I just come back from. I went and got some brake cleaner and stuff. And so I'm just going to clean this one up. I'm going to put new pads in this side, or basically that side over there. But like I say, you can see, I mean, this is all just surface right here. This ain't going to hurt nothing. This is the inner part. And this is the other thing I found out. On these tabs here, there's supposed to be these springs like that, and that holds these two halves together. There's ball bearings that go in these cups, and then these two halves sit together like this, and them springs hold that together so they can pull them in and out. And then this rod is your adjusting rod. And you adjust this up on the mechanism. When you push the pedal down, it pulls down on this, causing these to pull together, and actually that's what happens. The teardrop shape, them balls twist out, and that's what puts the pressure onto the brakes. Well, two of these springs are broke, so that's part of the problem. And amazingly, this I can fix because I have new sets of springs. I can't remember if we bought these. We used to have an 880 Oliver, and I can't remember if we bought these for that tractor and then never got them in there, or I actually bought them for this tractor at one time. Maybe that's was a problem before, and I actually got these and never put them in. But I got the 3 springs for that. Technically, I should. These are the balls that go in there. I mean, they're just the ball bearing. And I know we did this on that 880 Oliver. My dad had a brake hang up one time, and it basically caught fire. So it's. I know we got new springs for that one that time. I don't know if that, like I say, them springs for the other ones, and they're all basically the same. But I know we had to get new ball bearings because it flattened them and stuff. You know, they got flattened, and that's what the problem with this one. It's got some flat spots because it hasn't been working right either. And like I said, I just get a measurement of these. I can go down to the, I think they had to order them at the time, but you can just go down to the local bearing house. I mean, they can get these. So, but like I said, I'm going to put this back together, see how it works, and then I'm going to decide what I'm going to do. whether I'm going to go further on this side and actually get both seals, which I should. But I know this side, to do anything else, I got to get a seal for that. But right now, like I say, I'm going to clean this up, try to make sure this moves freely, and then slap this all back together with new pads. And that's the other thing I got to do. If I'm going to go any further in these brakes, I got to find my service manual for this, because there's these shims that go in there, and that's part of your adjustment you take up with these shims, and then this is your fine adjustment. You can tweak it a little bit. So like I say, this side is up all the way in adjustment, so I might be able to take 1 or 2 shims out of this one to get that one back into adjustment. And like I said, same thing on this one. I might have to take 1 or 2 shims out of this one because the adjustment was up all the way on this. But like I say, by the time I get new pads in there, which, like I said, these ain't wore that bad. You can still see that groove in there. It's kind of wore on the outside here. But putting new pads in there might get me enough adjustment on that. And like I said, I'm just going to clean this up a little bit for now and see what it does. So I'll get back to you when I get this caught up. Yeah, I pretty much got things cleaned up. I got the one brake pad in there, got that shaft cleaned up. I had a hard time getting the old brake pad out, brake disc. So, I got brake cleaner, clean that all up, clean that shaft up. Now that's all slides pretty damn easy. I got this kind of shined up, got the oil cleaned out of it, got the new springs in it. And I said ball bearings, I put some oil on them. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but it should help that move easier. Got the oil. Well, this was pretty much dry, but I did take the brake cleaner, clean this, but it's another problem I see I got. These shims are starting to go bad. So to do any more on this, like I say, I'm gonna have to get the book out, find out what the starting points are or whatever, get a new set of shims for this. Like I say, right now is just to get it back together, get somewhat of some brakes that hold. It's like right now when I park this on the feed alley here, I got to make sure the wheels are turned, so if it does decide to coast or whatever, it's going to head towards the feed alley instead of going out the door. So it's just going back together in the opposite order. I took it apart. I guess I didn't show that part, but I say the one brake pad goes in there first. Then I gotta fish this and slide this mechanism in, and then the other brake pad goes on top, and then this cover goes on, and then it's just a matter of putting the 2 bolts or 2 nuts. You got this this cockeyed little nut that sets up in there in pocket, because this has got a pivot with the rest of the mechanism, so that's why it's rounded. So you just adjust that up there till you get some brake pedal, and then where'd the other one go? Then there's a jam nut that goes on there to make it stay in place. So I say I'm going to work to get that in there, and then hopefully I got some brakes when I get done. Yeah, I got it back together here now. Got the cover on. Excuse me. Got it somewhat close. Do have some brake pedal there now until I drive it to make sure. Well, I didn't tighten it up too much right now because I don't know, maybe something's warped in there or what. So I didn't want to tighten this up too much. I mean, basically I should be hitting the brake. I should be hitting it pretty about there. Well, like I say, it's going down Should be there, and I'm going down about that far, where before I was bottoming out clear onto here. So I do have some brake pedal now. It should hold something, but I want to run it this way, make sure nothing's dragging first, and then I can tweak it up there. But like I say, I got to find my service manual for this, because I'm going to have to do something to them shims. Them shims are falling apart, and I said I think I'm going to have to take, maybe it's just the one, there's like 4 or 5 shims in there, I didn't even count them. But I might be able to take the two that are disintegrating pretty bad off, and that would give me, that would move that plate in, which would take up some of this pedal here too. And like I say, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to adjust it pretty close by the shims, and you find adjust it with that, or vice versa. When that's all the way adjusted up, you back it out and take out 2 or 3 shims, whatever. So that's what I gotta do, but it's getting too late to be monkeying with this right now. I gotta go fix a barn door and get feed mixed here for now. But I should have somewhat of a break here now. So I guess it's probably gonna be a boring one today, but that's what I was working on, and hopefully I can work this out. Next thing I gotta figure out, I still need to figure out, have never been able to get that off. That's where the hydraulic filter is, and no matter what I do, I cannot get that damn thing loose. I've had the biggest pipe wrench I could find with an 8-foot bar on it, and I can't budge that sucker. So I need to get that out. I don't know how to do it. I don't want to break the damn thing. That's the thing, if I break or crack it, then this tractor's pretty much done. I mean, so I've tried putting heat to it, and that's not the best thing to do, but maybe I gotta try a little bit more. So I don't know, but I guess I'm gonna end this here. This should be running here, be able to move here now. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch up with you later.